Hello everyone. Now in this lecture we will know about the next concept, that one is a view serializability. Serializability means what? In previous lecture we already know about the serializability concept, then the conflict serializability. Now we will know about the view serializability. A view serializability is a process to find out that a given schedule is in a view serializable or not. Means we have one schedule and that schedule we need to verify is in a view serializable, right? If it is in a view serializable, then we can say that that is the given schedule is a view serializable. Means to verify the view serializability, we need to check the given schedule is view serializable. We need to check whether the given schedule is view equivalent to its serial schedule. That one is, means for example we have a schedule, that one is a S1, and then we make it as, or it may be we have the another schedule, that one is S1 dash. Then this S1 dash is a view equivalent of the S1. If it is S, then we can say that this S1 is the view serializable, right? Means we need to compare two schedule. The given schedule is a view equivalent to another schedule, then the given schedule we can say that's a view serializable. And what we need to check between these two schedule is a view equivalent. And why we want to make it as a view serializable? Because of the to make a view serializable, the database is consistent with the help of view serializable schedule. If it is not a view serializable, then it may be the inconsistency of data happens. That's why we need to verify this. This one is simple, the use, or it may be a concept, which one is why we want to understand. Now that one is we will go with the one example. This one is a given schedule, like we can say that that one is given schedule is S1. It contains some transactions like a transaction 1 and 2, transaction 1 and transaction 2. Now this is the given schedule, then it's transaction 1, transaction 2. Now serial schedule of the above given schedule, serial schedule of the above given schedule, as we know that the serial schedule transaction only start when the current running transaction is finished. Now we convert, or it may be we have another schedule, which one is the serial schedule. So the serial schedule of above given schedule would be a look like, it may be with the help of this schedule is a given, we convert it into a serial schedule. Now we want to verify is whatever the we convert the particular given schedule into a serial schedule, that one is a view equivalent or not. Now we just to swap this operations, like we just to move this two operation upside and this two and a downside, and now we say that this is the serial schedule, like T1 end the process and then T2 start. That is called the serial schedule. Now if we can prove that the given schedule is a view equivalent to its serial schedule, then the given schedule is a view serializable. Means it maintained the database consistency. We need to verify this given schedule is view serializable or not. That's why we need to know about, then we will understand how to verify it. Now then why we need to a view serializable? Serializable schedule never leaves the database in an inconsistent state. If we have a serial schedule, like this is the given schedule and this is not a serializable, then we make it as a serializable, then we can say that the particular serial schedule can maintain the database properly. But in before that we need to verify that the particular serial schedule is equivalent of this or not. We need to verify it. After the verification, if it is verified, then we can say that it maintains its view serializable schedule, and then we can maintain or the particular schedule can maintain the database consistency. Now non-serial schedule can leave the database in an inconsistent situation. Now the multiple transaction runs concurrently, that's why it's run with the ambiguity or inconsistency. Now check that the given non-serial schedule is a view serializable or not. Then concurrent execution of transaction fully utilize the system resources and are considerable faster compared to the serial schedule. Means why we need to go with again a concurrent, or it may be a this type of this is the concurrent schedule, right? Why we need to run this type of schedule? Because of this is a it utilize the proper resource. This schedule utilize the proper resources as compared to the serial schedule. Now we need to run with the concurrent, but we need to verify the particular given schedule is a concurrent schedule. Can we say that is a view serializable? If it is yes, then we can say that concurrent schedule is a view serializable. Now how to verify or how to check the view equivalent is there or not? Like this schedule is a view equivalent to this one. How can we say that? Then this is the process. Some rule is there. Let's how to check whether two schedule are view equivalent or not. Now two schedule T1, T2 are said to be a view equivalent if they satisfy all the following conditions. Now two schedule is we can say that it's not a T1, T2. We can say that one is a S1, S2, and this one is a S1 and this one is a S2. Now the particular initial read of the each data item is in a transactions must match in both schedules, right? For example, if transaction T1 read the data item X before transaction T2 in a schedule 1, then in the schedule 2 T1 should read the X before the 2. Means if in a schedule 1 transaction T1 read the X before the T2, then same situation will be comes under the second schedule also. That one is under the S2. Means the initial read will be the same in a both example. Okay, we will go with the firstly a theory of a rule, and then we will go with the one example. Now what is the exact difference between the read and initial read? Because of here it's mentioned with the initial read. Now read and initial read, you may be confused by the term initial read. Here initial read means the first read operation on the data item. That one is for example, a data item X can be read multiple time in a schedule, but the first read operation on X is called the initial read. Means T1 initially read the X, then we can say that T1 is firstly initially read to the X. This will be a more clear once we will get the example. We will go understand it with the example. Then final write, this is the second rule. Initial read is the first rule. Second rule, final write operation on each data item must match in both schedule. For example, data item X is last written by the transaction T1 in a S1 in a schedule. In schedule 1, T1 writes the X at the end. Now same S2 also write the X by the T1. Then that is the final write, is the initial read. Now the third rule, that one is update the read. If in a schedule 1 the transaction T1 is read a data item updated by T2, means T1 read it, which one is updated by the T2, right? Now then in the schedule 2 in the schedule 1, then in a schedule 2 T1 should read the value after the write the operation of T2. Means the same, if S1 do this thing, then also the T1 also T2 schedule 2 also do the same thing with all the process like initial read, final write, or the update read. Okay, update read means what? When someone else update it, then other transaction read it. That is the way. This is three rules. If the given schedule is a view equivalent, when we can say that is the given schedule is view equivalent, view serializable, then this when the comparison between the two schedules satisfy these three conditions, then we can say that the given schedule is view serializable. If the schedule is a view equivalent to its serial schedule, then the given schedule is said to be a view serializable. Now we will go with the example. This is simple example. That one is a non-serial schedule. We can say that's a concurrent schedule. Concurrent is also called non-serial. Then T1, T2. Now we make it as a serial schedule of this one. That is, this one is a serial schedule. Then S2 is the serial schedule of S1. If we can prove that they are view equivalent, then we can say that given schedule S1 is the view serializable. Now we need to verify it. We need to check it. The given schedule is a view equivalent or not. Let's check the three conditions of a view serializability. Now the first is initial read, second one is the final read, and third one is the update read. Now the simple we have this diagram. Okay. Now we have this. Now we will go with the initial read. Initial read. Then initial read contains simply the if under the S1 transaction T1 first read the data item X. T1 read the data item X here, right? Then same under the schedule second, T1 itself read the data X, right? Verify. Now T2 under the S1 read the X, then again S2, T2 read the X, right? Means the read, initial read is verified with the both schedule S1 and S2 with again both transaction T1 and T2, right? Initial all the T1 reads the X. Again under the schedule 2 T1 read the X, under the schedule 1 T2 read the X, under schedule 2 T2 read the X. Then first condition is satisfied. Initial read condition is satisfied. Now final write, second condition, final write. If we go with the transaction T1, final write is a Y. T1 write the Y. Then again for schedule 2 T1 write the finally Y. Okay, verify. Then T2 finally write the Y. Then again T2 finally write the Y. Then this final write is also satisfied. Now the third update read. Update read means what? Then in under the S1 transaction T2 read the value of X. T2 read the value of X written by the T1. Right here. This one is a that one is a T1 update the X and that value read by the T2, right? This is the example. Same thing here is a update the value of X, right? Update the value of X by the T1 and that one is a read by the T2, that one is simply the sequence which one is maintained under the a process, that is X after it written by the T2. S1 transaction T2 read the value of X written by the T1. Same scenario S2 same transaction T2 read the X after it written by the T1, right? Then again S1 transaction T2 read the value of Y. We need to check the all the read right under the update read. Then T2 read the value of Y. T2 read the value of Y. Where is the read? Read the value of Y written by the T1. Same thing. T2 read by the Y written by the T1. This is the X. This is the Y. That's why the T1 is write the value of Y and that is the read by the T2, means we can say that the particular update read is also the satisfied, and then we can say that this two or this given schedule, which one is a concurrent or non-serial, is the view equivalent schedule or the view serializable schedule. Okay, because of after the making the serializable, and then after the equivalent it satisfy the all condition, right? If we will take the another example. It may be in that it may be the out of these three condition one of the fail, then we cannot say that the given schedule is the view serializable. Okay, and why we want to find out the view serializable? Because of if the given schedule is the view serializable, we can say that it maintains the database consistency. If it is not, then we can say that that is not maintaining the consistency under the database. Okay, that is the use. Now, since all the three conditions that checks whether the two schedules are view equivalent are satisfied in this example, which mean S1 and S2 are view equivalent. Also, as we know that schedule 2 is a serial schedule of S1, thus we can say that the schedule S1 is a view serializable schedule. We can use it, right? That is simply the concept. Okay, that is the end of the concept of a view serializable.